The MATLAB interface by default consists of four major parts: current folder on the left, command window in the middle, and workspace and command history on the right side. The current folder tells us where in the computer MATLAB is currently looking. This is helpful when dealing with multiple files that work together. The command window is used to display output and process one-line commands. This window is most frequently used to view output of a program. Finally, the workspace window gives an overall list of all the variables that have been declared by the user. Keep in mind that these variables do not exist until the user specifies so. The command history is exactly what it sounds like. It is a backlog of all the commands you have entered into the command window. These four windows can be moved and reconfigured under the desktop menu option, or simply by dragging the windows around. To begin, let's enter a simple command into the command window. Type 2 + 2 and press enter. Notice that the output displays a new variable ants, which is defined as 4. You can also see that ants now exists in the workspace window. This is because MATLAB stores all output to variables, and if the variable is not defined by the user, then it automatically stores the output to ants, which is short for answer. Note also that the operation is now in the command history. Now type in x = 2 + 11 and press enter. This time you will get x = 13. The same idea from before applies, but now we are telling MATLAB to store the sum of 2 and 11 in x. From these examples, we can see that the command window is much like an advanced calculator. Any arithmetic function works in here, for example, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And later on you will see that many other functions are available as well. Try entering ants into the command window. Notice that it returns the value we defined earlier as ants, 4. Try this for x as well. X will return 13 and ants will return 4, as we defined them earlier. This is useful for checking both existence and values of variables. Now enter x = x + 2 and hit enter. This will increment x by 2 and basically means x's new value equals x's old value plus 2. If you now enter x, you will see that x's new value is 13 + 2 = 15. Now type CLC and hit enter. This clears the scrollback of the command window and is mostly a housekeeping function. It will not change any of the values of the variables. Type clear x. X should no longer be listed in the workspace pane. The clear command is a way of deleting variables. To delete all variables, type clear or clear all. Notice that no variables now exist in the workspace pane. Finally, look at the current folder window. This is similar to a Windows file browsing system. You can double-click on any of the folders in here to change the location that MATLAB is examining. To create your own directory, right-click within this area and select New Folder. Name the folder anything you want. We named ours Practice. And hit enter. Now double-click on this folder that you have just created to enter this directory. You are now working within this directory Practice, and MATLAB has shifted its focus to this area. It no longer sees anything in the old directory that you were in. This is useful for organizing groups of files that work together. In conclusion, MATLAB's four respective components each serve their own purposes. The current folder component tells where in the computer MATLAB is located. The command window generally handles single-line inputs. The workspace shows variables that have been defined or stored in memory. And finally, the command history keeps track of all commands that have been entered into the command window.